No, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, Makhosazana Masilela. Honorable Deputy Speaker Sam Masango, Honorable Premier Mandla Ndlovu, Chief Whip of the Majority Party, Honorable Eva Makaban. I hope ngimbize kahle manje. And the leader of the official opposition, Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Finance, Honorable Kathy Dlamini, colleagues in the Executive Council and honorable members of the Provincial Legislature, former MEC for Finance in the first administration, Mr. Jacques Modipane, Director General, Head Official and all heads of department, Chairperson of the House of Traditional and Khoisan Leadership, Kgoshi Mokoena, leadership of the governing party, African National Congress and alliance partners, SACP, COSATU and SANCO, the leadership of business, organized labor, youth and women's formations and civil society, citizens of Mpumalanga and all my guests. Honorable Speaker, we tabled this budget in the aftermath of the natural disaster that swept through our province earlier this year. These events reminded us once again of the vulnerability of our province and the profound impact such disasters have on the lives of our people and business community. I would like to extend our sincere sympathies to all who were affected. Our thoughts and prayers remain with you. Indeed, in times of adversity, unity and solidarity must be our guiding principles as citizens of this great province. I would also like to express our deepest appreciation to neighbors, provincial disaster management teams, South African Police Service, civil society and humanitarian organizations, and business who joined hands to support communities during those difficult days. As former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan once said, open quote, a disaster response is not just about saving lives in the immediate aftermath. It is about building resilience and ensuring that the state stands ready to protect its people in times of need, close quote. This sentiment captures the spirit in which we present the second adjustment budget for the provincial administration. Role of the budget. Honorable Speaker, the authors of the Public Finance Management Act understood that a budget is more than a financial instrument. It is a planning tool that enables orderly spending and targeted intervention when a need arises. The legislation permits adjustments to the budget, provided specific conditions are met. The classification of a national disaster following the severe weather and flooding in January 2026 is one of such conditions. Changes to the provincial fiscal framework. The Honorable Premier Mandla Ndlovu, in his State of the Province address, reminded us of the immense work being undertaken to respond to the recent natural disaster. We acknowledge with deep humility that the scale of the damage is vast and demands substantial resources. The budget shortfall runs into billions. To respond to some of these unfortunate occurrences, the provincial adjustment budget is increased by 49 million from 68 million 231 or 68 billion 231 million 91,000 to 68 billion 280 million and 91,000 for the year ending 31st March 2026. The total budget for all departments except education, health and public works, roads and transport remains stable before this House in November last year. Education sector. The second adjustment appropriation bill allocates 12 million for disaster damaged schools, increasing the budget of the Department of Education from 29 billion 184 million 153,000 to 29 billion 196 million 153,000. These funds will be directed to schools affected by the recent heavy rains, that is Somcuba Primary, Tabaholu Primary, and Mulele High School. Public Works, Roads and Transport. The Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport receives 29 million towards repairing flood-damaged road infrastructure. This increases the departmental budget from 6 billion 353 million 748,000 to 6 billion 382 million 748,000. Health. An additional 8 million is allocated to the Department of Health to begin renovations at Temba Hospital. Accordingly, the budget increases from 20 billion 435 million 986,000 to 20 billion 443 million 985,000 in the current financial year. Building resilience. Honorable Speaker and members, in the face of adversity, we are called not only to rebuild infrastructure, but to restore hope. We are encouraged by the fact that departments reached out to their constituents, stakeholders and sectors with targeted interventions and support within current baselines. We extend a call to the private sector to join us in rekindling the spirit of humanity and selflessness that has always defined South Africans in times of such as the ones we experienced recently. We remain committed to a comprehensive climate change adaptation strategy that aims to mitigate future risks, safeguard vulnerable populations, and enhances our overall preparedness. The Department of Cooperative Governance, Human Settlements and Traditional Affairs has initiated a responsive strategy for disaster, which we fully support. We must continue investing in sustainable solutions that not only address immediate needs, but also build resiliences of public infrastructure for the future. The Provincial Treasury will continue to review the redistribution of provincial receipts within our fiscal capacity to support disaster recovery and rebuilding efforts in our communities. This, however, will require tough but necessary decisions that prioritize human life and the economic prosperity of all above everything else. In time of disasters, we must ensure that every rand is utilized effectively to maximize its impact on society. We call on the administration to continue exercising prudent financial management and ensure that every expenditure provides lasting value for citizens. Honourable Speaker, I hereby table the second adjustment appropriation bill together with the updated adjustment estimates of provincial revenue and expenditure for 2025-26 for consideration. Thank you.